There is no need to rush your physical journey. Truly, I mean this. I figure you watching this is a young person around their 20s, maybe younger, maybe a bit older, who knows? You've been on social media for a long time. You see all these people on their physical journeys being beefy as fuck, flexing in front of the camera all the time. You probably also see a lot of videos where people are discussing, like, yeah, what you see on Instagram, YouTube is not reality. These people will only show a teeny part of their life where their physical body is really good looking, and the rest of the time it differs. Lighting makes your body look really different. Lighting? Lightning. Lightning is nature. Lighting. Um, I am 25 now, and I have been playing sports since very little. I've never really into sports that much, to be honest. My dad just kind of forced me to play a sport 2 times a week, which, looking back, I'm pretty grateful for that he did, because this keeps my body in a certain dynamic state instead of just sitting at home doing nothing. I really started being interested in physicality when I started doing Taekwondo. I did soccer when I was really young, but I not really that much into it. And I played hockey also for quite some time. I met my best friend there, but when it comes to the sports side of it, didn't do much for me. But I wanted to change my physical process from hockey towards taekwondo or some sort of self-defense sports, because maybe you guessed it, or maybe you don't. I've been robbed, and well, there's some parts in me, some insecurity in me about my physical capabilities, physical body in itself. Thought it would be good if I have to. Huh? It's moving. So yeah, if I have to do a sport anyway, might as well do something which contributes to me being more capable and more secure inside my body. So I chose to do Taekwondo. Since this point, also was really into Bear Grylls. If you know, you know. Bear Grylls, like an adventure in the wilds, and he wrote a book actually about physical health. Somehow I got really inspired by this. I was thinking, well, I can keep doing these short-term happy feelings, like eating snacks and stuff, but I can also choose to not feel that good in the short term, but better on the long term. Somehow this was a connection I made when I was around like 13, something like that. I started doing like 20 minutes workouts from this book of Bear Grylls, and also doing Taekwondo. Now this over time, over a few years, changed my body and my mind as well. I started doing more and more. And to be honest, there was only one period of time where I wanted to get like fight in the ring. So I stopped doing Taekwondo. I did kickboxing for about a year, 5 times a week. It was pretty hard. I think this is the only period where I like continuously fatigued my body. I was in really good shape, but actually I didn't feel that good. Around this period of time, like this year of kickboxing, actually I did Taekwondo 2 times a week. Later on, I did more movement-based training as well. But to be honest, I never really pushed my body that hard. Saying this, you might feel like, oh, then what's the point of training? I would like to give you a certain mindset about what it actually is you're doing when you're training your body, the principles behind it. So close your eyes with me. I see you're still watching. Close your eyes. Imagine a round figure. This figure is a form, and around this form is its surrounding. Also, you could call this its environment. This environment is always changing. Now, this form won't always have to change. If this form is able to keep its configuration, it is able to withstand the forces implied on it from the outside, from its environment. But let's say the stimuli from the environment, or you could call this a polarity, is so big that it can't keep or maintain its form. It will change its form, its configuration, to be able to withstand the stimulus from the outside. Now, in a gym or with any other sports, we could call this adaptation or the changing of the body. You know, you lift weights for a long enough time, your bicep will grow bigger. This is how we view it, but it's actually the principle of any kind of change. Any change in the world is based on polarities of a form and its environment. So a form will change its configuration based on the stimulus implied from it from outside. Now, if this change is too rapid, it will destroy the form. Let's say a very heavy object falls on a person. Well, this person will get damaged, even maybe die. But let's say it's a much lighter obstacle hitting this exact same point continuously during a certain period of time. Now, maybe this exact point will adapt its form to be able to withstand the stimulus. This is what we're doing when we're lifting weights. This is why we need to be very specific if we want to have very specific outcomes. But the principle remains the same. Now, we have this very complex form with millions of structures within it, all communicating with each other, all in contact with each other. And well, we all know, like the testosterone people, they want to look a certain way as fast as possible. So they take testosterone supplements and they will grow very big in a very short amount of time. Now, we all know this is dangerous, right? Why is this dangerous? Because it changes the body too fast. The body can't adapt with it. It's not only muscles that have to change when you lift weights, but it's also the bone, the fascia, the blood circulation, everything. Everything needs to change to adapt to its new form. Now, if this changes too fast, it can damage the body. But if it changes too little, it will let the body stay in a very comfortable zone, so it won't change. Now, what is the healthy way then? In my view, the healthy way is challenging the body lightly enough to not have any damaging effects, so the body will adapt very slowly, but consistently. If you make your body adapt very slowly, it has the time. Every cell, every tissue has the time to adapt to these changes. But we live in a society that wants things fast. So a lot of people are not satisfied with this approach. They will have a certain idea, oh, I need to do this, or I want to look like this, or I need to be able to do this. Soup, 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 soup. Always changing very fast. This is just the way these times are. Me, myself, also a victim of this polarity. But if you stimulate your body in certain ways and you keep this up for a longer period of time, they say the body changes its form, its structure every 7 years. 7 years is around the time your bone structure will be completely replaced. This is actually takes the longest for the body. Let's say your skin or your gut, the border with its environment, this changes very rapidly. So every tissue has kind of its own time frame of adapting to the environment. If you do this slowly but consistently, you won't have to worry about damaging effects. Because what are damaging effects really when they are created by yourself? It's a unhealthy relationship with your body. I think in essence that's what it is. We want to look a certain way so we don't have to feel a certain thing. So we want to change as fast as possible to neutralize this feeling. Well, if you're gonna do this as fast as possible, be prepared to damage your body. But if you view this physical journey as a lifelong journey, as a lifelong approach to communicating with your body, then, and only then, will you create really lasting effects and actually be fulfilled with what you are doing. So, don't worry, bro, sister, we'll all be fine. Take a deep breath sometimes and remind yourself that even though you want to change fast or your environment needs to change you fast, your body also has a saying in this. So communicate well with your body, morph well, be well. See you in the next one.